Sagittarius, I'm excited for you so much. You're now working on your personal dreams. It's now time to love yourself first. And I know you like yourself. I know you're fond of yourself, but push come to shove, Sagittarius will take care of someone else before themselves. It's just been the case. They like to kind of be the hero when it comes to love. That's why we call you a unicorn. You like to be all silly with all the glitter. But now it's time to give yourself all the glitter. It's time to give it just to yourself, and it's time to put your own inner child first. So your ego is switching directions where you're going to be what you probably used to call selfish, but you're not really, by taking care of yourself. Now, this turns into creativity, this turns into children, this turns into serious joy, the biggest thing you can manifest as far as joy is concerned. But it won't do that right away. First, work on the self-love between now and the time we see each other next week. Now, as you're working on the self-love, you're going to actually manifest your place in the world. Because when you know what your heart wants, you know instantly where your heart belongs. And so I think you're going to be finding yourself manifesting a new place in the world, reputation. That could be business cards. That can be, literally a new location. But now is the time for sure for you to do that, especially if it's exotic and something you would like. Now, some other caveats, of course, is Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith for you is in the subconscious this month and for the next 9 months. That's not so easy. That means that there'll be a lot of bad dreams. Maybe you have a bad feeling about stuff. Maybe you have a bad feeling about this person or that person. But really what you're doing is you're bringing light to what your fears are subconsciously. So I'd say the first 10 degrees of this transit will be really rough if you've not faced any of your fears. But the good news is once this Black Moon transit is over, you're going to find that you are fearless once again. The last point to know actually is Venus crossing Neptune. And this is going to be a real expansion and acceptance of what your definition of security is, emotional security. And I think that there's been many phases of this where you've thought emotional security is money in the bank or having the one or having kids. But now you're realizing emotional security comes down to you. So you're going to accept that emotional security. And as soon as you do, your family will fall under it, which means you're going to be the family provider of emotional groundedness. So interesting times. Now, here's the thing. As that social ambition climbs, with Earth in Gemini, it does mean that, and you find the new place, it does mean you really need to clear the fear when it comes to God, universe, and stay connected. And the more you secure your security with emotions, the farther you're going to go. So I see no limit to the Sagittarius right now. It's on as far as dreams.